Hi everyone, this is Janaea, and today I am just making a quick video flip through of the journal that I made for Lana. She is NorCaliGirl888. I will go ahead and link her YouTube and Instagram down below. We did a journal swap. I just posted a video of the journal that she made for me, and this is the one that I made for her, and I'm sending it out tomorrow. Sorry, so first of all, if you hear the TV in the background, sorry about that. My husband is just watching my son, so I can film this real quick because I do want to get this sent out tomorrow. And my daylight has already gone away and it is only 4:30, so the lighting unfortunately isn't the best either. But I am just going to do a quick flip through. So, Lana, when I was asking her likes, she was telling me that she likes to travel, so she loves the travel themed things. She loves pops of color. She said she likes Ray, and she said she liked the Here and There collection. So I decided to go with Here and There because I bought it at Tuesday Morning a ways back and I hadn't used it yet. And I love the colors in it, and those are all the colors that she likes. So I'm hoping that she likes this. I still have some vintage touches with some of the fabrics that I have purchased from Pinkadoostudio. Her name is Carrie. She has an Instagram shop. I'll link her down below. And Jules and AprilandJulesvintage, I believe. I'm drawing a blank on the name, but I have fabric from her as well. And I feel like I'm forgetting someone, but I will just kind of keep going. So I did a paper pad cover journal, and this time I actually patched the pieces myself. So I used a piece of paper to patch them onto and did the stitching just the same. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I feel like it looks just like my other ones. So I was happy with that. And I've kind of been perfecting the formula of making these as well. And I tried some new things in this one that I will point out. I have the metal corners in gold to match the stitching. And this is a piece of fabric from Pinkadoostudio, and here is my charm on the spine, and the spine is a sequin spine again, and I've just added an assortment of different things. Some of these beads I actually received from Dee Dee. She is Just Make Something on Instagram. And here's the back. Again, I paper pieced this one too, or I still used the cover, but I just pieced it myself. And you can see some ruffles. There are some clips up top, and there are some on the sides that I will point out as I flip through. So this one, I actually attached a closure, just a tie closure using some white lace. I actually attached it underneath the fabric of the spine. So here is, I made my own library pocket using a very small treat bag, and I then cut it, and as you can see, it just looks like a library pocket now. And I had a library card. This I was gifted from, oh, she just recently changed her name, I believe. She was the Sleepless Planner, but I can link her down below as well. That's from Shay, and that bag actually was from her too. And on the top, I just put some pom-pom trim. I love the way that looks, and just put a little cut apart from the collection that says Adventure, and I rounded the edges on that one. And for the chipboard cover, the back side, I used this paper on both sides, and I have stitched around that before I attached it to the chipboard there. And I made the back of the library card into an extra pocket and just stuck one piece of, it's a cut apart. I made into a little ephemera piece there. And this is, I think, the first time I've done a little bit of decorating on the pages. Now, I didn't do a ton or go overboard because I don't know. You'll have to let me know in the comments what you think of it, if I should continue and maybe do more in my journals, or just leave them completely blank for the person who receives it to decorate. But the fabric on the spine, I just went ahead and put a piece here. I liked the way that looked, and I, for the first page, did some pom-poms and lace, just because I know once the ruffles are on, you can't see anything past them. So I wanted some lace and pom-poms to peek out before you see the ruffles there. So that's that. I've done a style of pocket like this on each of the first pages of the signature, and then the back pocket, I've done one of each on each signature. And here I have a vintage map that I purchased from, I want to say, I can't remember, but I want to say it might have been Heirloom Pages, but I'm not 100%. But I have just backed that on some cardstock to make a tag, and I've added some lace there. I have a few of those throughout. And then I just have a variety of papers. Obviously scrapbook paper. This is graph paper. This is some paper that I have used distress inks, and I put them on my glass mat, watered them down, and just kind of dyed the paper that way. I wanted to experiment with it, and I actually like the way it turned out. You just get kind of sporadic color throughout the pages, and every single page is so different. So that was a fun new way instead of doing the watered down acrylics. And here is a paper clip with, using my vintage label maker, I typed out her name, Lana, and just put that there so she can add that wherever she chooses. And then here I've made this little envelope into a small pocket. And this was a cut apart that just looked like an envelope. I liked that Lana put an actual mini envelope as a pocket in the journal she made for me. I thought it was so cute, so I was inspired by that. And then with my vintage label maker, I have travel here, put that on that, stitched around there, and just put a couple more cut aparts inside of the pocket. Sorry. I'm nearing the end of pregnancy, so I'm losing breath easily, so I'm sorry about that too. Here's a pocket with a cut apart, and I've just attached cut aparts where there are paper clips, and this one just has a little candy charm on it. A little bit of decorating. And I love this. I decided to grab one of my vintage maps, and I have in each signature, the middle page is a piece of the vintage map. So I thought, since she likes to travel, and I was using here and there, which of course this goes amazing with, I just thought it would be a super fun little addition to the journal. And then here is some engineering paper, more of that dyed paper. And this is just children's writing paper. Cut apart. This is the fabric from Jules in April, I believe, vintage. Like I said, I'll link her down below. That's that. And then this trim was gifted to me by Christy in our Christmas swap, and I absolutely love it. It worked perfect in this journal, so thank you for that, Christy. And another one of those map little tags or journaling cards. Some more decorating there. In this, I was inspired by Lana too. I had already put my journal together, but I wanted to add this little flip out of a glassine bag. I forgot to add glassine bags in it like I usually do. So I decided to do this, and I used a punch to make a decorative top. And there's a cut apart there that says vacation, and I like that you can see through to that. And here is a cut apart, a little gummy bear on that dangle there. Sorry, it's getting really dark and probably a little hard to see. Another cut apart. Yeah, and there's just one on every paper clip. Another piece of the map. I absolutely love the vintage maps and the aging on the back. And the paper texture is different too. And I've added some tabs, just teeny tiny fabric scraps that I stapled on there. Another little decorating bit. And here I just made some really large tags that Lana can journal on if she chooses to, just out of a piece of the scrapbook paper. And I've added some of it here. I like to add some of the papers if I have some scraps, and I had some scraps from making the inside covers, so I just added some throughout. And this fabric is from Junksistersjournals. That's who else I used fabric from. And some more of that trim from Chris. I'm sorry about that. My phone ran out of storage, so it just cut me off. This is some more of that trim from Christy, and this is the last signature here. I will just kind of flip through so that hopefully it doesn't fill up again here. Just more ephemera stuffed in the pockets. A little bit of decorating. Oh, it's getting super dark. I'm sorry, everyone. Some more of that map. And I don't know if I pointed out, I did stitch around a lot of the cut aparts, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera here. Here is another bit of the glassine bag. I just stitched where I had cut it from the other glassine bag flip out I did. And this is a bit of the map that I used for the tags and the center pages. And I just added that. I thought that would be fun to journal with if Lana chooses. And here is a bit of the paper pad cover that was left over. I just turned that into a little tag there. Another cut apart and another charm. I just put beads on this one. And this charm is just a little lollipop that's shaped like a Mickey Mouse head. And then here is another little tag that I made using the vintage map in cardstock. And these ruffles, both of those fabrics are from Carrie at Pinkadoostudio as well. And then in the back I did this different. I ran out of the little envelopes I usually put in the back cover. So I just used a clear pocket, and I have these two cut aparts that I stitched around. And on this one, I used my label maker to type out "Take Flight," and I love the way that looks on there. And this one just says, "There is no end to the adventure we can have." I think those are probably my favorite cut aparts, and I love the way this one turned out. So that is it. Again, I'm sorry for the awful lighting. I hope you all have a great day. Lana, I hope that you enjoy this journal. And I hope that, yeah, I hope you enjoy filling it with all of your travels. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.